Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Chronicles and Cocktails. I'm Josue, the spirited historian. Whenever I walk through Old San Juan, it feels like the city itself is a museum. Cobblestones that have carried centuries of footsteps, walls that have echoed with cannons and laughter. But beyond the open air, Old San Juan, it's a museum itself. But beyond open air, Old San Juan is also home to some of Puerto Rico's finest museums. Places where art, history, and memory are preserved for all of us. Today, I'm exploring the museums of Old San Juan. That's right, the ones in just Old San Juan. 5 of them, to be more specific. Of course, there are a few more museums in Old San Juan, but I took out 5 of my favorites. And yes, they have art, but they also have to do with history. And because it's Chronicles and Cocktails, I'm pairing this episode with my own version of the sangria, a very tropical version of it. So get comfortable, sit back, and let's learn about Old San Juan's museums. To explore museums, you need something fresh and vibrant. And nothing says that better than my tropical sangria. A Caribbean twist on a Spanish classic. Think red wine, local rum, tropical fruits, a little citrus, and a little sweetness. Like Old San Juan, it's layered, colorful, and full of surprises. This is one of those cocktails best enjoyed slowly, like a walk through a museum. So let me give you a little bit of history about the sangria. Sangria has its roots in the deep history of Spain and Portugal. The word comes from sangre, Spanish for blood, which is a reference to its color, nothing dark. The concept dates back to ancient times, when the Romans, around 200 BC, would mix wine with water, fruit, and spices to make it safer to drink than plain water, which was often contaminated. This tradition continued in the Iberian Peninsula, where red wines were abundant. By the Middle Ages, wine punches with fruit, herbs, and spices became popular throughout Spain and Portugal. The addition of citrus, brandy, and sweeteners evolved regionally depending on local agriculture. And that is why I make my sangria a little bit different. And in this case, I add passion fruit, pineapple juice. And instead of water or soda or Sprite like some people, If you want to learn the secrets, you'll have to join me in a Fiesta Bar cocktail class. So come by, reserve a class, and enjoy.
Qué rico, sí.
For the first museum, I chose Museo de Las Américas in Cuartel de Ballajá in the upper part of Old San Juan. We begin at the Cuartel de Ballajá, built in the 1850s for Spanish troops. Thousands of soldiers once lived here. But today, the barracks house the Museo de Las Américas. Founded in 1992, the museum explores the roots of our identity, Indigenous, African, and European heritage, the blend that created Puerto Rico and much of the Americas. For the past 34 years, the museum has presented more than 500 temporary exhibits of art, history, and anthropology. The diversity of its exhibition program allows it to offer a wide range of creative workshops, lectures, symposiums, musical performances, and other activities, extending its impact to the community both inside and beyond its headquarters. The Museo de las Américas is a multidisciplinary, multicultural, and multidimensional center of learning, serving a diverse community which has allowed it to establish itself as a pioneering institution in Puerto Rico. The permanent collection includes 5 galleries: the Indigenous Peoples of the Americas, Santos de Palo of Puerto Rico, the Alegría Pons Collection, the African Heritage Collection, Conquest and Colonization, the Birth and Evolution of the Puerto Rican Nation, and Popular Arts in the Americas. The museum opens from Wednesday to Sunday. It's one of the best places to understand not just Puerto Rico, but how cultures across the continent shaped another one. For the second museum, I chose Museo de San Juan. And this is a very nice little museum. And I say little, not in size or the type of collection it offers. Also on the upper part of Old San Juan. El Museo de San Juan is housed within the historical building that in the 19th century served as Old San Juan's main public market. In one wing of the museum, you'll find a permanent exhibition tied to Puerto Rico's history, while the second wing is used temporarily for exhibits. This building has centuries of change. Since 1979, it has been home to the Museo de Arte e Historia de San Juan. In its galleries, exhibitions, lectures, and a variety of activities have been held. Prestigious national and international artists, as well as emerging artists representing the latest trends in art. Likewise, it has hosted artisans and social-cultural institutions. In addition, through its educational program, the museum has organized guided tours, talks, lectures, workshops, and other special events. The museum also coordinates other spaces, such as the San Juan Bautista Gallery at the San Juan City Hall. Here, you'll find paintings, maps, and the artifacts that tell the story of San Juan itself, from the days of Caparra to the walled colonial city. It's a space where you see how art and history intersect, shaping the capital's identity. At the Museo de San Juan, you can embark on a journey that spans centuries. Inside, you'll find rotating exhibits that showcase an incredible array of art ranging from historical pieces to contemporary works. The art on display often display works of Puerto Rican artists, giving them a platform to share their talents and stories. For those interested in the deep-rooted history of Old San Juan. The museum collection provides rare insights and perspectives. For the third museum, I chose one of my favorites. And I know I keep saying the same thing over and over, and I will say the same thing again. But this one in particular, I like. And it's Casa Blanca. Now, this was the home of the family of Juan Ponce de León, the oldest residence in Old San Juan, and it was built in 1521, like I said, for Juan Ponce de León, the first governor of Puerto Rico. He actually never lived here. Instead, his direct descendants called it a home for generations. Fortress and residence all in one, Casa Blanca now displays colonial furniture, household items, and offers breathtaking views of Old San Juan and the Bay. You can see how the descendants lived. There's a kitchen, a living area, very nice gardens. This is a great museum to step back in the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th century. Yes, this museum is in Calle San Sebastián. Museum 4. Alright, so back in the mid-20th century, San Juan had a woman mayor. Felisa Rincón de Gautier, better known as Doña Fela, was the first woman to become mayor of one of the great cities of the Americas, San Juan. She served as mayor for 22 years and transformed the city. It was under her administration that Rio Piedras, which was a separate municipality, became part of the municipality of San Juan. So here we are at the Casa Museo Felisa Rincón de Gautier. Inside, you'll see her personal belongings, fans, dresses, awards, and photos that tell her story. But beyond style, Doña Fela transformed San Juan with public health reforms, maternal schools that inspired the United States Head Start programs, and her push to preserve Old San Juan itself. This museum is a reminder that leadership shapes cities just as much as walls or churches. The museum is located at La Caleta de San Juan number 51 in the corner of Clara Lair Street, right in front of the gate of San Juan, and just steps away from La Fortaleza, the governor's mansion. This museum is not merely another tribute to Felisa. It is a continuation of her work. It is a living, dynamic museum. The house hosts conferences, seminars, historical research, and all kinds of activities to promote the improvement of public administration in the municipalities of Puerto Rico. And if you find yourself in Plaza de Colón with Castillo San Cristóbal to the north, El Antiguo Casino to your right, and the Tapia Theater on the south behind you, that street right there is Calle de San Francisco. And that will take you to the Museo del Mar. San Juan has always been a city of the sea. The Museo del Mar celebrates the history with model ships, charts, and maritime artifacts. From colonial trade to shipwrecks, it tells the story of an island whose fate has always been tied to the ocean. The museum also does a variety of tours around Old San Juan. And check it out, it's one of the coolest museums. And in the museum, you're gonna find coins, treasures, spectacular ship models, and basic vessel tools. You'll find the largest collection of life belts, including one of the SS America of the United States lines, and visit this unique collection of maritime objects. You'll find objects that were part of historic ships from the Spanish era, and even the first military boat to be named the SS San Juan. So I want to take this moment to point to this book over here. I'm going to show it to you. This is my first book ever published. Garabatos. It's a poetry book. And if you want to have it, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. And if you get it, let me know in the comments below. I'm also going to be hiding a few copies in different cities of Puerto Rico and some other cities in the United States and Spain. So like, subscribe, and share. And I want to thank you for watching today's episode. I hope you're having a great Sunday. I hope you have a great Sunday. Remember, new episodes every Sunday and on special dates, on special occasions, because we're going to commemorate, celebrate, and have fun exploring Puerto Rico and the world with a little bit of history, culture, genealogy, and a cocktail or two. So thank you for watching. Don't forget, hit subscribe, like, and share. Have a great Sunday. Salud.